Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to a new guy you're going to be seeing a lot of around here, named Joke World. Comedy has become so big. Comedy is so big, which just means, I was watching Tim Dillon and Bert Kreischer. No, I did not say burnt. Here, let me wash down my panic from the recording not being done with this, okay? We're only human here.
You're doing amazing. You have long COVID.
I have long COVID.
You're healing.
I'm healing. I have long COVID. I was listening to Tim Dillon and Bert Kreischer talk about how comedy is so big right now that it could actually only get worse, and that people are going to start getting sick of it, and that do we have any clips from that episode? That was pretty good.
I can get one.
See if you could get that part. They were talking about how comedy is going to become not cool, and how the cool kids are going to start hating the comedians. And then Tim says, I think the cool kids, that's absolutely right. The cool kids already do.
I got it. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send that over. We'll play that. I find that to be interesting. But comedy is bigger than it's ever been right now. Stand-up comedy. Everybody's doing arenas. Everybody's selling out everywhere. The podcasts are making millions of dollars. And it's a boom. Which is exciting because it really could only get worse. I mean, it can't just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, can it? Especially in Austin. Are people going to get sick of comedy? As a person, and remember, this is Austin. This isn't Los Angeles, where people are traveling there from all around the world every single day. So in LA and New York, yeah, maybe you could have comedy every single night. You could have 20 clubs running every single night, and you're going to be able to fill those seats with travelers. But aren't the people of Austin going to start having other things to do besides see Joe Rogan and his friends perform stand-up comedy 4 times a night? Surely they're going to get sick of that. And what I'm finding out is Joe Rogan not only opened that club there, but I believe he's trying to monopolize the entire city's comedy structure and have him and his friends just open up multiple clubs.
This is a monopoly.
It's a monopoly. And remember, we already are very disappointed with Joe Rogan's system there, where you got to get your photo taken. When you get to the club, your phones have to be locked in a bag. Let's listen to Bert and Tim. And they had a very business conversation about comedy and the future of comedy and their worries. Bert seems to think, this got me feeling pretty bad that I'm not doing arenas. Bert made it seem like if you're not doing arenas, you're really not...
Not like Zeke Thompson.
Zeke Thompson, yes. Does anyone know? If you guys know who Zeke Thompson is, you can't Google this. I will give out a $25 prize to the first person who could tell me who Zeke Thompson is. That's a good one. Okay, so we're at 10500. All right, let's listen to these guys. Bert Kreischer, he's been doing all the podcasts because his new special, Razzle Dazzle, came out. How many minutes did we make it into that, or did we finish it?
We actually watched the whole thing, but we are on our phones.
Watch the whole thing, but on our phones.
So I got some. Hear much.
Guess who else just came out with a special? Big Jay Oakerson. I love Big Jay. Big Jay really likes me. He really does.
He's a nice guy, I think.
He thinks he's funny. Big Jay likes me. Big Jay came out with a special called, what is it called? Big Dog?
Dog Belly.
Dog Belly.
Now, don't forget, we watched Bert's whole special on our phones, but it remained on.
Okay, sure. Big Jay's special, however, just came out. Dog Belly. Yeah. And I have some very upsetting news for Big Jay. Because we watch every special, right? And we want to review them all. And I usually say, okay, Santino, we made it, 40 minutes in, then we had to bail. Or this guy, we made it 20 minutes in, then we had to bail. Because these things could just be really boring. You ever watch a stand-up comedy special where you turn it on and you go, I have not been following for the last 10 minutes. I cannot pay attention to this. It's like a teacher talking. I've got some bad news for Big J. Big J, we made it 9 minutes, 27 seconds in before having to
You
turn
can
it
probably
off.
prove it with your YouTube.
I could prove it by showing you the YouTube where we tuned out. It'll probably be still queued up there.
It felt
So
longer
sorry,
than
Big.
9.
That was so unbelievably boring. We literally, he's just sitting on a stool going, yeah, black chicks, huh? Yeah.
It wasn't
You
because it was
dating?
boring.
Dating any
and
black chicks?
It's not because I'm not interested in Big J's perspective, but
Yeah.
the second they start doing crowd work in their special and being like, is that a white chick and a black guy together? Are you with a black chick? Then you're like,
Well, do they even have any perspective, half of these guys? That's the real problem. They're really not telling you anything
but
that
I mean,
you need to
if Big
hear.
J was telling me a story, maybe I could go to 40 minutes, you know?
Maybe, but we
But-
cut out, 9 minutes. So Bert's got a new special. Everybody's got a new special. Bert's doing his tour now where he's on every podcast known to man to promote it. And he's here with Tim Dillon. They had a very industry-driven conversation where they say this. Boys.
And they're not going to be ready. It's the last comic standing parable.
Sure.
Is where these guys could do 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then you're like, holy shit, that's the guy.
And then they blow it during an hour. They blow it.
They can't sustain.
So does this comedy boom that we're in right now, does it end? Does it is it the result of we're out of the pandemic and everything, but do you see it ever contracting and going, kind of getting smaller?
It has to.
It seems like it inevitably has to.
I was saying this earlier. It's going to start when the cool kids start hating us.
Yeah.
Once
They probably already do.
I think they definitely.
Yeah, I'm going to take that as we do. Yeah. That's pretty insightful. They got that one on the money. It's very rare that these guys get this insightful and get it right. It's going to stop when the cool kids start hating us, because that's kind of what happens. Things get too big, and then there's another group of people that goes, ooh, I can't stand this shit, which is us. But I think you're going to start seeing that more. I think this new generation of TikTok kids and all these kids, they're going to look at these guys as these dusty, old, corny boomers, and it is going to fade away, right? Let's hear some more.
Yeah.
Once
They probably already do.
I think they definitely do me.
Well, no.
The cool kids hate them.
Some of them like me, I think a little, but I feel like that's ending too.
Yeah, once.
I get some of
by
the-
the way, I celebrate it.
I know
Bring
that-
it. I'm a fan of fucking comedy. That's the thing.
They have to hate us.
Dude, when Nirvana told Motley Crue to go fuck themselves, that's the thing.
That's
it's gonna
right.
happen.
Right.
When the first comic that's like,
One of these kids at the mothership is going to smack me in the face with brisket and then just get on stage and replace me.
I mean, that's the thing is like, it's a gangster fucking move and not to like.
See, and that's what I mean. Joe Rogan could be actually killing comedy right now. He could destroy it all. It could happen. And I'm very excited for that. So there's this. And then this happens. So, I hear this, and then I hear about the success of the Comedy Mothership, and then I hear Brian Redband is opening his own club, which is very weird. I thought the Comedy Mothership was home of Kill Tony now, which I think we have some footage of how that went, right? We've never discussed that. The first Kill Tony at Comedy Mothership. That was rough, the first one. The second one got a little less. This is good because we found a new guy, and I think I'm going to be checking in with this guy quite a bit. You heard me say his name before. He goes by Joke World. Oh, you got to meet this guy. Wait till you see this guy, Joke World. Here he comes. It's a YouTube channel. Like I said, comedy is as big as ever. They got all these YouTubers now who cover comedy. No one does it like Joke World. In fact, I've got an invitation for Joke World after I show you who he is. Here he is, Joke World. Which one should I do, this first video here?
That's Joke World's video, yes.
Here's Joke World. Wait till you meet Joke World. I'm going to just let it play, and everyone must subscribe to Joke World. So Joke World is kind of like if Red Bar was into comedy, okay? That's how I look at Joke World. Ladies and gentlemen, Joke World. You're going to love this guy.
Deal with airplane peanuts. Joe Rogan's new comedy club in Austin, Texas is still making big waves in the news after opening just 3 weeks ago. Everyone from comedy fans to the big-time comics themselves have been in awe at what Joe's been able to create in Austin, but it looks as if there's already some new competition moving in next door. It was announced.
Okay, there he is. You see this kid? He does stand-up comedy news. Now, he's not just anybody. This kid is serious. This kid is very serious about his career covering stand-up comedy news. Probably more serious than a lot of commentators are. I think he's going to be big. Has anybody seen Joke World and their suggestions? You must subscribe. I'll let him explain with this Brian Redband thing, and you'll get to know Joke World in the process. Look at this.
Joe Rogan's new comedy club in Austin, Texas is still making big waves in the news after opening just 3 weeks ago. Everyone from comedy fans to the big-time comics themselves have been in awe at what Joe's been able to create in Austin, but it looks as if there's already some new competition moving in next door. It was announced last week on Instagram that another very well-known figure in comedy, who's a personal friend of Joe's and even moved from LA to Austin with Rogan back in 2020, is opening up their own club in Austin as early as next week.
This crazy kind of situation you haven't even seen before. Down the block, there's the Vulcan.
Schultz.
Another block away, there's the Creek. There's another comedy club that's coming up a couple blocks. So in this one space, you can pop around and do 5 or 6 spots. Only New York can you do that. You can't do that in LA.
The place is called Sunset Strip Comedy Club, and honestly, I hadn't heard a thing about this new mystery venue, which is why I was so surprised to find out that not only is this place about to officially open right after the mothership, but the new owner of this club is none other than Joe Rogan's day one right-hand man, Brian Redband.
Woo! Congratulations! Brian Redband. Isn't this something? Brian Redband opening up his own club. Let's hear some more. And then I'll tell you what Brian said to me.
Instagram Saturday with the caption reading, quote, "Cat's out of the bag. Proud to announce I'm one of the new owners of the Sunset Strip, the newest comedy club about to open in Austin, Texas."
Wow.
Now, I don't actually think there's a rivalry brewing here between the Sunset Strip and the mothership. If anything, Redband's been very supportive of Joe and his new club over the past few weeks. Plus, even if they were to go head to head, it wouldn't really be a fair fight. Joe Rogan's apparently using all of his resources to pay workers and comedians incredible sums of money that were previously unheard of in this field, making it almost impossible for any club.
Incredible sums of
It's not
money.
incredible.
That's
He's
quite the
paying.
statement.
So what Joe Rogan is trying to do is whatever your average comedy club pay is, however the average comedy club treats their person, he's just going to do it a little bit better. Okay? Which is what you should do when you start a business. Otherwise, what's the point? You got to do it a little bit better than the last guy. So that's all he's doing. But we've heard these rumors that he's paying. He doesn't want to talk about them. The other comics have started saying he's paying every comic like a lot of money, to perform more money than they would get paid, double the money that they'd get paid anywhere else, which has got a lot of people excited. They love that fucking money. Comics love cash.
New or old, to try to compete with Joe.
A lot of people don't even know this about the club. It's like, Rogan's like, I don't even care if it makes money.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He's like, I just wanted to break even.
You can't compete with that.
Yeah, I know.
You can't. It's like, he
hate
goes,
that
I
guy.
just want it. I just want it to break even. Think about that.
Yeah.
He doesn't need it to make money. Dude, he won't let me say what it is, but he said I could talk kind of about it.
This
But the
guy
way
on
that
the
he's paying
couch, he's like,
Yes.
I'm not a comedian, but I respect what
It's
you
getting
guys do
sickening,
so
isn't it?
much."
All these people are like pretending they're into comedy. Like Joe Rogan will have on like
This is that guy who does the politics show with Crystal Ball.
Crystal Ball's co-host.
It's like,
You
what
might
are
think this is
tuning into?
Aziz. This could be, or not Aziz, was it Akash? This is another type of Akash here. And by the way, Akash is from Andrew Schultz's show, is selling his own sneakers now. Have you seen these? Send those over too. We'll show you these sneakers. We'll see if we could hurt the company in any way. Harass the company that is selling these racist sneakers. But look at this guy. He's just some newsman from the Rogan universe. Rogan brought this guy on. What is the name of that stupid show these two do? Him and Crystal Ball? What's
Breaking Points, I think.
It's basically just the Young Turks.
Get
It's that kind of
this.
corny ass.
He's Republican and she's
She is.
liberal, but
Wow.
they're able to come together.
It's going to
and
be
debate
wild.
and have a
How are they ever going to
conversation.
agree on anything?
You might think that you can't have a conversation anymore, but you can't.
I like a show that is a conversation between one side and the other. Never been done
I put on the other day when I first woke up this video that was like Brian Callen had 2 guys on to debate.
Yeah.
And I don't
People
remember.
like this idea.
The whole video played and I don't remember a minute of it. And it was him between these 2 80-year-olds who were like, well, Brian,
People love this idea where they're going to get on one guy from the left, one guy from the
so
right, and
boring.
they're going to change the world
You
here.
can't listen.
And it's gotten to the point where Andrew Schultz really has no business having a guy like this on his show. But you know what's funny? All these types of guys, these little reporter creeps and all these Matt Taibbis, they've been sucking Joe's ass so hard. And they all pretend that they're so interested in the comedy. And, oh my God, it's so astonishing how artful you guys are.
Well, I think Matt Taibbi is going to regret making friends with Joe.
Yeah.
Because it served him nothing but harm.
Well, they'll never learn. All right, let's play some more. This is Joke World, and I wanted to really introduce this Joke World character. If you guys could do me a favor and start DMing this Joke World, get into his comments, tell him, Mike from Red Bar is watching you right now live on his show. This is big for you. Come up with anything you want. You could scare him. You could lie to him. You could tell him it's his big break, whatever you want. I need to know that Joke World is tuned in to me being obsessed with him.
I want to
right
hire
now.
him.
Well, that's what we're going to address here after let's see Joke World. Let's introduce the people to Joke World, and then we'll see maybe we're going to hire Joke World to come work for us based on his performance. I might have to watch him perform again to see if he's any good. Here we go.
Comics?
It's bananas.
Bro.
Bananas.
It's like, it's just complete game changer. Like, I don't know.
Did somebody say bananas?
Get it, guys? Listen.
Bro.
Bananas.
It's just,
Bananas, and then it cuts to him. You want to see that again? Watch.
but the way that he's paying comics,
It's bananas.
bro.
Bananas.
Bananas. I never saw one of those before.
Kill him. No, don't kill him. Okay. All right, yeah, Joke World. Here he is.
It's like, it's just complete game changer. Like, I don't know how the other clubs will react.
Yeah.
Because they're in it to make money.
Yeah.
And he's,
How could Akash look at new Akash? Like, Akash is literally sitting there looking at himself in a suit. How are they not the same exact guy? Same frame, same weak-ass frame. They weigh less pounds than me, these two, put together. These Akash guys. There's nothing worse than that, isn't there? What did we just see with India? Jules showed me a video in India where they're literally serve the food on the cement concrete street. And the Indians eat off the street. I knew it. I knew they were doing shit like that. I really did. I find
Good
Indian
videos like that from guys whose Twitter pictures are of like a Greek sculpture.
Yes, if you ever seen a guy who's got a Twitter bio of a Greek sculpture, but with like laser red eyes, those guys are where I go to figure out what's what. I love those guys. Okay, Akash is getting jealous here. He's looking like a real scrub compared to the new Akash. Politics Akash. Oh, look at this guy. Are you allowed to shoot out a person's teeth with a gun?
Yes, and it would
With a
just
hollow
make that
point?
same cling sound as at Terran Tactical when you shoot the target.
Yeah, we should get the Terran Tactical ding sound there. Did I tell everybody that I switched to hollow points for all my guns? They said they could go through or kill an intruder better. Interesting. Isn't that funny? The Bullet brand. They're writing on the side of the box about how it could kill a guy better than using, let's say, ammo that you would use at the range, which I was using for several years. I had no idea. I don't know what these bullets are. I don't look into the bullets. I figured a bullet is a bullet, but now I got hollow points. You should have seen me. I shot a pine cone. Remember that, Jules? I shot a pine cone. Do you remember that?
Missed.
No. Okay, we're at this, listen to this story about me. We're out in a legal forest where you could shoot guns, and I got on this brown leather, very nice, kind of like this, very nice leather, very expensive brown holster.
Very Crowder.
And right here, not very Crowder at all.
Okay.
I got a brown leather holster, the same one that Crowder probably has. And in this side here, I got a big ass heavy 6-shooter. I don't know what brand. Big revolver, right? It's the one where you go like that. Now you see, I know all the moves. I'm wearing this thing. So when I go to like a nature preserve, the first thing I do is I strap myself with as many guns as possible. And I'm like, let's go. Because it's legal. You know, like to me, and it's so weird. Now, like we'll go to the forest preserve or something for a barbecue. We have these beautiful parks and forests. What are they? Not a forest preserve. What is it? A national park. We're surrounded by beautiful national parks. And a lot of times for lunch, what I'll do is I'll grab a steak. We'll head over to a national park and we'll grill the steak there on some matchlight charcoal and we'll eat lunch in the park. But whenever I go in one of these parks, I load up on weapons as if we're going in. We're going in the woods here. And the girls never want to do it. No one ever wants to do it with me. So I got this big 6-shooter here. And then on the other side, here's how you know.
I want to do it with him because he always forgets ear protection. So you have to.
I don't forget it. It's in the bag. You forget it. You forget to put it on. I don't need ear protection. I've blown out my ears. I learned that the hard way. Where did I learn that? Where I was deaf. I could barely hear anything. That's why the waitresses always could hear what I'm saying. You should hear what him. So I've got the holster on, right? The holster looks like this, but leather. Here, imagine this. See, you could really imagine that's a holster, right? But it's on both sides. On this side, so I got the big 6-shooter here on this side. I got 2 speed loaders with 12 rounds total. 6 and 6, or it could be 5. I don't even know if I got a 6-shooter or a 5-shooter. I didn't actually I literally don't know.
He can't count.
He can't count. What's that from? They're saying I can't count? I can't count. So I got it. It's a revolver. Big! Really nice looking. That's how I picked it too. I went like this. This is me at the counter of the guns. I'll just take that one. Do you know anything about it, sir? It's the best looking one here. Just give me it now. It takes way too long to get a gun, by the way. You know, it's really deterring me for getting as many guns as I want. Go into the gun store here, you think it's easy. You just walk into a gun store. You are seated at a computer at the end of picking out your guns, and that takes about 8 hours, because have you ever been to a gun shop? The salesmen are awful. They'll walk into that back room 1,000 times, and they'll be like, okay, yeah, I got it here. Let's go ring you. Oh, wait, I need to find a little tag or a note. And they keep walking back. Have you ever done this? 8 hours in and out. And then they sit you at a computer and you have to ask questions like, do you want to kill a bunch of gay people tomorrow? No. Do you think black people should be allowed to be shot? No. Okay. But it takes far too long, and the mouse on that computer slows people down too. So you do have a lot of time to think about killing somebody. There was a guy at the gun shop the last time we went, and he was with his mom. He was probably 16 years old. He was with his mom,
body armor,
trying on body armor, Kevlar, like this full, and it was really aggressive. It was very tactical, like tactical body armor that like covered the neck, the chest.
And this was not a cute
And he's
kid.
with his
He was
mom
very
as if they're
scary.
picking out his birthday gift. 16 years old.
I'm
I got
still
this
waiting
6-shooter.
for him to take action. I'm sure it's coming.
On the second side of my holster, I got 2 speed loaders. You know what those are? It's this little circle. You load the bullets into it, and when you're ready, you flip open your gun. You take the speed loader, and it puts in all 5 or all 6 bullets at once. You pull that out. You're back. So I shot, listen to this. Right as we got to the forest preserve, I throw a pine cone. It lands on a rock. I go, and I got both of them. And they go, whoa, that's pretty cool. Then I take out another gun that I just got a really expensive laser pointer put on. And I go, I can't wait to try this laser pointer. And I got a pine cone, and I got the laser engaged, and it's right in the middle of the pine cone. And I go, and it misses. And I go, what the heck? We set up another pine cone. Lasers right on it. I'm like this. I've never done this. This is me. Ow, my arm. And I couldn't hit it either. I throw the gun to Jules wildly like this. She's like, whoa, 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 whoa. She grabs it. She goes, misses. So, if you ever want to get me, make sure I've got that laser gun. I won't be able to hit anything. Luckily, the knee is right below the heart.
I haven't even practiced shooting once because I assumed this laser was like a guarantee.
Yeah, you just think, aim the laser, and then bing.
It's going to go where the laser is, but turns out that's not the case, so come get me now.
Not the case at all. But other than that, we practice maybe once every 7 months for 2 seconds, and
we go,
have,
ow, our ears.
Ow, our ears, ow. These guns are scary. What gets me scared is when a gun is out of bullets. I don't know what to do after that. I have to take it to the gun store to have them reload that for me. I have no idea how to load. I was putting bullets in the bare gun. So I flipped open a gun that's supposed to have this push-in thing with the bullets. And I just started dropping the bullets in there, and then I put a piece of tape over the bottom. And I went, did nothing. I almost died. I wasn't ready for my intruder. I actually do have a lot of death threats and intruders after me. I really do. It's crazy. None of them will win. None of them will win. I have so many guns. All right, back to Joke World. We got to watch all the Joke World.
Remake of that classic Ethan and Gila video where they go out shooting, a shot-for-shot remake.
Oh, yeah. Ethan and Gila went out shooting once when they thought they were big-time gun guys. Yeah, that's right. A lot of fags do guns, too. It doesn't make you right-wing or cool. A lot of fag guys do guns, too, and I'm sick of it. I refuse to train. I anti-train. I want to be as loose as possible on the field when I'm out there with my weapon, my firearm. That's what I call it. I go, do you have my firearm? I say this in a loud bar. Do you have my firearm? And also what I hate about wearing straps is it just pulls my t-shirts down like this. And
well, you don't have to wear that.
I like wearing a gun. It makes me feel nice. I like it a lot. It looks really stupid. I got this big bulge sticking out of here. I'll put like a giant gun in my pants, but I'm just wearing tiny ass little 5-inch swim trunks, you know? Like they don't even have a string to tie them together. So my pants are like sagging with this huge gun that just keeps drooping down the swim shorts.
He brought it to the Taylor Swift concert. And
Stop. I could have. I'll tell you this. Let me tell you this. We could have brought a gun right into the Taylor Swift concert. I could have aimed and taken away
the security was way more
the security was horrible
than I was expecting.
Well, they make you bring in, listen to this, you're not allowed to have a purse. You have to have a clear bag. And we were really worried that they were going to take away our puffers at the concert. So I buried my puffer in her little change purse and then covered it. I went and I bought quarters and I covered the puffer. This, because if I don't have this, I'm not even alive. I covered this in quarters, thinking that they're going to open it. They're going to take away my contraband. And they make you buy a clear purse. If you want to bring a purse in as a girl, you got to buy a clear bag at a stadium now. That's the rule. We could have loosely wrapped a gun in Kleenex and put it in the clear bag and walked right through. I mean, you give your clear bag to a guy who holds it for you as you walk through a metal detector. He doesn't check the clear bag. I watched, they didn't check anybody's clear bag. I could have, and I can't believe this, we might go back, I could have killed Taylor Swift. And I was asking her if that's worth it. If you can, do you take that opportunity to just do it, to see? Because it would drive the world nuts. Nobody's been killed like that in a long time.
Joking, Taylor. This is
These
just
jokes. This is Joke World. Comedians abound. Did you hear my take on the black guys?
They better improve. Yeah. She's unsafe right now.
She's unsafe is what I'm saying. And I tested this theory. I did not bring a gun, but my puffers got in, which could be tiny guns. Look at this.
I didn't bring in any drugs or any of my usual concert things because I was so scared to get kicked out.
Yeah, we didn't bring in anything that was bad.
But I could have brought it all.
We could have brought it all. Bongs, drugs, pills, combos. Not the snack combo. I got to introduce you to this whole Joke World guy. I want you to see how a full Joke World. I just want you to see, because he's going to be like a big part of our universe here. And I hope you guys are already subscribed to a guy like this. Here he is. Joke World.
I'd be mad because Rogan will still perform at your venue.
Yeah. It's
So
literally
if
like
you find
Robin Hood
out-
shit.
yeah.
Yes. He
So
like
he's-
took money from Spotify and is literally distributing it to comics in an insane way.
That's amazing.
Obviously, Joe Rogan and Brian
There he is.
Redband are good friends. And with the way that Joe talks about spreading the love and helping others within your community, it wouldn't even shock me if Rogan helped Redband open this club. To me, it seems like history is about to repeat itself. The same way no comedian had a podcast until Joe Rogan changed comedy by telling everyone to start their own show, we might be living through the next notable change right now, where all the biggest comics in the world have their own clubs with their own rules.
All the biggest comics are going to have their own club with their own rules. That's where Joke World's imagination is taking him right now. He thinks that's what's coming next. This is great for us. Every comedian has their own comedy club. You know, I just watched another comedian, it was Bert. It was Bert again. I've been seeing a lot of Bert this week because of his special. Bert was saying that he loves hecklers. And he said, you know what he said? He said, dude, it's TikTok gold. If you could get like a heckler going after you on stage, let's do it, boys. He's welcoming it, which was very funny because his friend Joe Rogan all of a sudden hates hecklers. Hecklers will be annihilated, right? No heckling. That's what they say at the beginning of the Comedy Mothership. They have a man come on and goes, everybody get in your seats now. There is no heckling. There are no photos. It's like, okay, this sounds like a lot of fun. But wouldn't that be great if every comedian opened their own comedy club? And this lets me introduce you to the imagination of Joke World. Joke World is as hopeful as I am cynical. Joke World is imaginative in a positive way as I am in the negative. So I want you to really see this Joke World, and then we're going to see if we could kind of scoop Joke World into our universe here and see how far we could go with this Joke World. I'll tell you why that's important coming up.
A podcast until Joe Rogan changed comedy by telling everyone to start their own show, we might be living through the next notable change right now, where all the biggest comics in the world have their own clubs with their own rules. I almost guarantee that 10 years from now, 6th Street in Austin is going to look like the comedy version of Broadway in Nashville. Just like how every big country singer owns a bar in Nashville that's named after them, every comedian is going to open a place in Austin. These guys all have the money, the motivation, and the resources to make it happen.
They do?
How cool would it be to go see a stand-up show at a club called Your Mom's House, or whatever demented idea for a club Tim Dillon could come up with?
Oh, yeah,
Remember
Tim
this
Dillon,
video
right.
10 years from now. This is what it's going to be, and I called it. And who knows, maybe the Joke World Club will even be open in Austin by then.
Oh,
So I'm
you
excited.
fucking finished Joke World. Get him now! Do everything to him. No, I'm kidding. We must cherish Joke World. I want to see
Look
what...
at how excited
Do you see?
he is
Isn't
at
that
idea?
I picked that one out for you because that really shows how into this Joke World is.
He loves comedy.
He loves comedians. And there's a lot of fucking nerds like this out there right now that we must stop!
Exciting news for all comedy fans. Here at Joke World, we've had the chance to partner with the great people at WatchComedy.live to create an interactive, bracket-style comedy...
I'll show you how to watch comedy. With one of my stickers that will be placed outside of Comedy Mothership next month after we print them. I'm kidding. There's a lot of guys like this. Look at this guy's face. These are these comment threads. These are these Reddits.
He's bouncing with joy.
There are these kids, and you go, how do they even understand the comedy? Well, maybe that's why the comedy is so easy and simple. Like when we watch these comedians do podcasts, we're not hearing any comedy. I know I don't like saying that because, you know, people say that about this show when they hate this show. Well, he's not being funny. Oh, yeah. But really, when I tune in to Two Bears, One Cave, when I tune into Tom Segura's Your Mom's House and all these shows, they're never being funny. What's ever funny? But maybe you got to be a kid like this. Maybe a kid like this, when he hears Tom Segura say something very simple that I go like this to, he goes, oh, I'm a nerd. You're a nerd.
I feel like around like 2016 and 17, this is what every Kanye fan looked like.
Yes.
Now maybe they all switched over to comedy.
And they love Theo Vaughn, all these types. I like to put a face to the fan. They love, Theo Vaughn is so creative. You know, Theo Von's like huge on TikTok now, and the whole new generation of kids loves Theo Von. Do you know these companies these guys all work for are all doing this 24/7 marketing behind the scenes for them, pushing them into all these like pockets of the internet and doing all this stuff for them? These companies?
Xander is saying that Red Band's club was just another club owned by someone else, and then one of the co-owners died, and so Red Band's taking his place.
Great. That sounds really nice. Here, let's
tournament for the members of this community. Starting on Thursday, March 30th, you'll be able to click a link in our bio that will take you directly to a bracket with 16 different clips from 16 of your favorite comedians. From there, all you got to do is watch each clip and vote on the funniest ones. It's completely free. You don't have to sign up or pay for anything.
Okay. So that guy is like a booty kisser, right? He loves comics. Does he love me? I want that answer too. Does Joke World know of me?